So something's going to happen with the weather on Saturday the 16th of June 2018, and something else is going to happen 8 days later on Sunday the 24th of June 2018. That's the prophecy of Jake and Nathan. So I guess we've only got to wait, another 10 days? Today's the 6th. 10 days, it'll be the 16th, and we'll find out.
Live from the Sky News Weather Centre, this is the 10-minute briefing.
Good morning, thanks so much for joining us here at Sky News Weather, just on 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 a.m. in the West. I'm Rachel Ray. This is our Chief Meteorologist, Tom Saunders.
And on the briefing this morning, we are getting excited here at Sky News Weather. Finally, we're delivering some good news for farmers across the nation. We're looking at widespread rain over the next week.
Speaking of rain, Tom, Sydney had some wet weather this morning. Actually, first, before we get to Sydney, I'm getting a bit excited here. Let's get to Melbourne because it was foggy right across many areas of Melbourne this morning. Visibility at Avalon Airport was down to 50 metres at one point. Now, what's happening with this fog?
A definite pea super this morning, wasn't it? But it is now starting to clear up. So we had fairly widespread fog, not just Melbourne, the west coast of Victoria. Gippsland had thick fog. Sail visibility was below 50 metres. And we had some patchy fog through Tasmania and eastern parts of South Australia. But the sun's out, and as a result, that fog is now burning off. Some good news is that we didn't see thick fog across Melbourne Airport, so no major delays, if any.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if there were delays at Avalon Airport, actually. We'll have a look into that. Okay, let's now head to Sydney. I was too excited about it. Wet weather this morning in Sydney. Many people pulling out their brollies and their wet weather attire, Tom. We did see over 50 millimetres at some places in the 24 hours to 9 a.m.
I couldn't find my umbrella. I don't think after the last 3 months, it's been so dry, I probably thought I didn't need it anymore. But yes, we've had 50 millimetres plus for some coastal suburbs, and that's easily been the heaviest rain in 3 months for coastal parts of Sydney. We've had some good falls the last couple of days through the Hunter. Nelson Bay, for example, they've picked up over 200 millimetres over the past week.
And we've have had quite a few showers along the New South Wales coast. They're continuing into today as well, Tom.
Certainly are. Let's have a look at the radar, which will show the heavy falls that we did see overnight around Sydney. That's indicated by the darker echoes. That rain actually eased off just before sunrise. You can see there most of the showers actually clearing from Sydney temporarily, but they're returning. In fact, right now some heavy showers over the southern parts of Sydney. They're just over Cronulla at the moment. Notice those dark echoes.
Ooh.
And showers are about to hit the northern beaches as well. Up around Newcastle, we've got some rain. So many good falls through New South Wales. Bega had over 25 millimetres. I think Port Macquarie as well picked up over 25 millimetres of rain. And we're going to see the good falls continuing today. Showers with the odd storm along the New South Wales coastal fringe. And heavy showers and storms will also just gradually spread further north onto the southern Queensland coast over the next couple of days. Now for Sydney, the showers will ease tonight. They'll actually mostly clear away by Thursday morning.
Now let's head to the other side of Australia because we do have some heavy rainfall and more heavy rainfall on the way. Karratha in the northwest of Western Australia picked up more than a month's worth of rain in an hour. For the southeast for the southwest, pardon me, we have seen that rain tend to showers.
Yeah, so it's eased off around Perth, and the winds have dropped back. Yesterday morning, thousands of properties were left without power, with wind gusts exceeding 100 kilometres per hour along the west coast. Now, Rottnest Island, that was taken yesterday. Beautiful rainbow, though, and they're loving the rain. The farmers through WA, after such a dry start to the wet season, well, they picked up really good falls over the last couple of days. Let's have a look now at the radar then. So through the northern part of WA, we're still seeing heavy rain, and there is a warning in place for flash flooding. Take a look at that moisture pouring down from the Indian Ocean. You mentioned Karratha. We've had big falls. We've had nearly 100 millimetres of rain at Onslow since 9 a.m. yesterday. That's their heaviest June rain since 1951. They picked up at one stage 32 millimetres in 1 hour. There's a warning in place as a result. Now, this is the forecast rain for the rest of today then. What we're looking at is good falls for the eastern part of WA. The heaviest falls, though, indicated by the red and the black shading around the Pilbara coastline. That area of Rachel could see another 100 millimetres today.
This is great news for farming areas, Tom. Now, that same northwest cloud band is going to be bringing some showers, some rain, in fact, to the southeast, which is great news.
Okay, this is what we're really excited about because WA, okay, you've had some rain now. It's time for southeastern Australia to get some rain. Well, it is coming. A northwest cloud band, the first one of the year, will cause light rain to develop across South Australia on Thursday. But then on Friday, take a look at this. Widespread, moderate rain spreading across the Murray Basin. including most farming areas of South Australia. But there it is, northern Victoria, southern New South Wales. I mean, these are the areas that have been so dry so far this year. Now, Broken Hill, it's been the driest start to a year on record. And we're going to get a second band of rain coming through early next week. Now, you put the two together, this is what we expect. It's about 25 to 50 millimetres along the Murray River. Rachel, that's easily the heaviest rain we've had so far this year.
Great news, great news. I love seeing all of that rain. Now, could this lead to flash flooding, Tom?
Possibly, but who cares? I mean, we'll take flash flooding. It's unlikely. The ground's so dry. No, this is not flash flooding. This is steady rain, which is what farmers like. They don't like rain from storms. It comes down too quickly, and sometimes you can get flash flooding, and then all that water runs away, so you've lost the water that's falling out of the sky. But this is soaking, steady rain. It'll sink into the soil. You'll get some moisture in the soil. You can get your crop going. Of course, we'll get some grass growing after this rain through, for example, central New South Wales, where it's very dry. However, northern New South Wales and Queensland, not this time.
All right, hopefully soon, but that's good news. It's coming from Western Australia into the southeast of the country. All right, we're going to take a very short break now, but stick with us. We'll be back in just 60 seconds with some international weather news, where we've got some amazing footage of a geyser erupting in the United States of America.
Steamboat Geyser. It's the Steamboat Geyser. And you know, the last time I said something in the middle of the 10-minute briefing, this same ad came on for the Tony Awards. Very same ad. And what was the other ad? I forget. There was another one after it that was kind of interesting as well. Anyway, Steamboat Geyser. I've been talking about that in a lot of my videos for quite a while now. Quite a while. Quite a long while. Steamboat Geyser. It's in the Yellowstone National Park in America. And I've also been talking about Samuel, a boy I know named Samuel, who is quite fascinated with the Titanic over recent months. So I asked him, could he draw me the Titanic? And he drew a very basic version of the Titanic and an iceberg. He had drawn much better ones. But then he drew that face, then he drew this face. Working up proportions by the looks. He knows how to draw faces according to proportion. I like my America ad, load, I'm not quite sure, weird, hello, anyway, yeah, very fascinated with the Titanic. And then he drew this picture, still working on his face, hello, this is me, friend. And a rather interesting looking eye. And then the next one, progressing along. I hadn't actually noticed that before. That looks kind of pumpkin-like. And yeah, starting to take on a little bit of malice, a little bit of darkness in this face, half dark, half light, tapping into something, I feel. Final version, I was impressed with. All drawn in, I don't know, half an hour. I am your friend. He signed it off with, "This is for Halloween pranks. Kiss and hug. Yes, my child." So, Samuel's drawing. What is it? What is it? What is this? I actually think this is a lot of things, and one of the things it's going to act as is a message against racism. I know Samuel does not like racism. Doesn't like racists. He's only 8 years old. He's not even 9 yet. I actually know 2 boys named Samuel. Samuel M is the one who drew the picture. He's 8 years old. And I know another Samuel, Samuel J. And I've known them both now for a couple of years. Samuel M is turning 9 on Sunday the 24th of June, 2018. That's the birthday of the boy who drew the picture. Sunday 24th of June 2018. So 2 4s are 8. 2 8s are 16. 8 plus 8 is 16. And like I said, Jake is saying that something's going to happen on Saturday the 16th of June 2018. 4 4s are 16. And 8 plus 8 is 16. And 16 is the age that William is turning this year. William is the mirror boy of Jacob and Nathan. Now, the place I know William from, somebody there once said, it's the butterfly effect in relation to my weather predictions. It's like the butterfly effect. And I guess Jake has always been the force behind my predictions. And then Nathan came into the picture. Nathan Breeze, the 13-year-old boy from Australia. Nathan's birthday is Saturday this year, the 24th of November, 22 days before Samuel's birthday, as in Samuel J. Samuel J is turning 9 on Sunday the 16th of December, 2018. Samuel J, he's part Palestinian. So I think this is a message against Israel's cruelty to the Palestinian people, not just recently, but over a long period of time. And it might also be a message against the Australian government's cruel treatment of refugees who they've left languishing on Nauru and Manus Island for about 7 years, which is way too long, unacceptable, cruel, nasty, malicious. It's malicious. And it's painful. It's kind of like, unacceptable. Now, I thought this prophecy might have something to do with a boat, a big ship, because of Samuel's interest in the Titanic. Well, we've had the big shipping container lose 83 shipping containers overboard just a few days ago from a big East Coast low. So that has happened. As someone pointed out in a comment on one of my videos, that's because they overload the ships, the cargo ships. They way overload them with too many containers. Sometimes they aren't tied down properly. So of course, they end up falling off when you have rough seas. It's negligence. Anyway, 2 boys who are turning 9 in 2018, both are boys who I know are very passionately against racism. Steamboat, but they show it in a very subtle way. They're only young. I just remember one day Samuel M said, no, that's racist. That's why I say they're passionately against racism. It's like truly, they're genuinely against racism. At that young age, they show it in the most simple ways. No, that's racist. And that was just a comment someone had made. So Steamboat Geyser equals 175. Interestingly, that has the same value as Volcano Papandayan. Papandayan is a volcano on Java in Indonesia. Samuel M was born in Jakarta, Indonesia. So they have the same value. But not only that, if you take Samuel M's full name and add up all the letters in his name, his first name, his middle name, and his last name, they equal 175. 17 plus 5 equals 22. And Jake Wetterling died on the 22nd of October. Sunday, the 22nd of October, 1989, is when Jake was murdered. 1 plus 7 plus 5 is 13, and that's Nathan's age, 13. So the 2 Samuels, Samuel M and Samuel J, the number of days in between their birthdays is 175. And you can kind of see, I think now, how Saturday the 16th of June kind of fits in here. Like I said, the mirror boy, William, he's turning 16 this year on the 6th of September. The 6th of the 9th. And that's 2 8s. 16. I think there's going to be signs 16 days either side of William's birthday. So the 21st, 22nd of August and the 21st, 22nd of September 2018. And a couple of other dates to keep in mind might be Friday the 13th of July and Halloween, which is Wednesday the 31st of October this year. But definitely Samuel's birthday and Samuel's birthday, the 24th and the 16th. 8, 16, 24. I'll keep playing now. Just remember, Transformers kind of relates to volcanoes, because if you're familiar with Transformers, Decepticon does something to the Pacific Ring of Fire. The Pacific Ring of Fire is a ring of volcanoes. Steamboat Geyser, 175. Volcano Papandayan, 175. The number of days in between Samuel M's birthday and Samuel J's birthday. Sunday the 24th of June and Sunday the 16th of December 2018. But the first sign is going to be on Saturday the 16th of June 2018. Let's keep watching.
Channel 404. Is back. Visit our website today.
Welcome back to your 10-minute briefing. Thanks for joining us here at Sky News Weather. We did see some good falls this morning, overnight, yesterday, around Sydney. This is what it was looking like over the Harbour Bridge. Luckily, you can still see the great view. I love the Harbour Bridge in Sydney.
That's more like it though. June. I think June has the highest rainfall of any month in Sydney. Very close, tied with probably February or March, so it's definitely the wettest time of year. It's about time we had some rain.
Yeah, and it is good. Just make sure you take your brolly with you to work. All right, let's head now to some international weather news, where in the United States, millions of visitors flock to the world's first national park every year, which is Yellowstone National Park. And their Steamboat Geyser erupted for the 8th time this year, resulting in this many happy people. And it's been reported that it went about 300 to 400 feet into the air.
That's impressive. That's about 100 metres. That's, the Kiama blowhole. You've got nothing on this one. This is impressive stuff, isn't it? I love the Kiama blowhole. What's happening here is underground water sinks even 2 kilometres down into the ground, where it interacts with magma, extremely hot rock, or lava, as it's called when it comes out of the earth. As a result, it heats up, it bubbles away, and that increases the pressure, and then boom, I guess very similar to how a volcano works, the mechanism here with that geyser spewing water into the sky.
Tom, could that, given that is going so high into the air, create some cloud and come back down as rain?
Well, it definitely can create cloud, because that's how clouds form. When you have air rising, and if there's moisture in the air, it condenses into cloud. Well, in this case, you've got all that steam coming out already, and because it's hot, it's going to rise. I looked into this. I couldn't find any evidence that it's ever caused rain, though. But you would think it would be possible.
All right, well, I'll wait to see that. Maybe you can conduct an experiment and tell us.
But it's the butterfly effect, though. I mean, it could be one of the causes of rain, perhaps not just the only cause.
All right, well, let's head now and head back to Australia and have a look where there's no geysers erupting, which is in Queensland. Not any that I know of.
I don't think we've got any magma in Australia. No, there's no active volcanoes in Australia. But for Queensland, you will see some showers along the southern coastline developing, showers and even the odd thunderstorm. There's the forecast today then. There's really not much happening for the rest of the state. We've got showers and the risk of storms on the New South Wales coast. Only light showers reaching the top of the ranges. And it will be another dry day through the west. But your rain is coming. Thursday to Saturday, finally some rain. The odd shower for far eastern Victoria, otherwise it's dry. 18 in Melbourne. State of origin tonight should be about 12 degrees at kickoff. There's no chance of rain, so it's good news. Showers will develop along the northern parts of Tasmania. Only light showers, just onshore winds there. Drizzly falls around Devonport and Burnie. Dry for the rest of the state. Cloud increasing across western South Australia. Light showers developing through the west down towards Kangaroo Island. Now, Adelaide won't see rain today, but you'll get rain developing tomorrow. And it looks like it'll probably peak perhaps Friday morning for Adelaide. Showers continuing to the southwest land division, increasing as another front comes through this afternoon. Even the odd storm around the southwest and lower west is heavy rain to the Pilbara, risk of flooding, and it's dry across the NT.
Thanks, Tom Saunders. Alice Springs, 22 degrees. That hasn't been as chilly this morning in Alice Springs as the other winter mornings, has it?
No frost.
No frost this morning. Good morning to you in the Alice. All right, we are going to wrap it up there, but do stay tuned because your capital city forecast is coming up shortly, and it does include the weekend forecast right around the country for every capital city. Thanks so much for joining us, as always, on Sky News Weather.